Tell them we ain't taking no days off. Days off, taking no days off. Boys think I'm long gone way out. Days off, no days off. You can tell them we ain't taking no days off.
Hello there, guys. Rob Ice Price Baby here, the Cornhole Journey. I'm here at the Myrtle Beach Sports Complex Center. As you see behind me, they're still getting set up. It is Wednesday night. I am the first thrower here. It's again about almost 4:45 here on Wednesday night. There's a tournament a few miles away, like a warm-up tournament, but they're still setting up here, and it's my third year coming, and I had a chance to warm up every year, so I'm gonna get a couple throws in, see how these new boards are doing. I guess they're new boards. They say they're new boards, so first one here. It's awesome, man. It's gonna be a great, great weekend. Looking forward to it, so get after it. Let's go. Okay, folks, Rob Ice Price here with you. My wife's on driving duty right now. Watch the brakes, babe. So while she drives carefully, I've got some time to kill before the sun drops. On my way back to Dallas from Myrtle Beach. Strapped up going to the ACL Open there. It was awesome. I'm gonna probably submit several videos for you guys to look at from this weekend. In this episode, it's a series of interview questions that I submitted to mostly Black Sheep Bagger pros, Twitter folks, and they just called the segment 4 Bagger Questions. Check these out. With me is Alex Reagan from Black Sheep Baggers, baby. Co-founder, right?
Yeah.
You and your man behind you there?
Yes, sir. Me and LD.
Mr. LD Ward. So I throw Costello's OGs. You guys sponsor me. Love you guys. So they're the first to be exposed to the 4 questions. Here we go. So let me see your 4 bags. Where are they at? You've got some fresh Costello's, baby.
Brand new, yep.
All right, give me 1 bag. First bag. First question. Besides just the social component, why do you love this game so much? We're here with hundreds of people, 899 people. No, it's 799 people. Why do you love this game so much?
Why I love this game, it doesn't matter if you're 6 or 60. Anybody can play, anybody can be the greatest.
Yeah. And so you play competitively or advanced as well. You're
Absolutely,
about
yes.
8.0-ish player. So
Yeah, I like to say I'd like to get up to 9.5, 10, but
let's go. Okay.
that's what I'm shooting for.
Okay, time for another 4 bagger question person. We have Danielle Luna, world champion, doubles, mixed doubles. Congratulations.
Yes,
Was that
thank
last
you.
year?
August.
Who was your partner?
Mark Richards.
That's not even fair. That's
I-
awesome. You
It was great.
you carried him all the way. I know.
I did. I really did.
So you throw Black Sheep Baggers as well.
I do.
I'm just a little adopted part of the family, but I love you guys. So give me your 4 bags.
Awesome.
Give me your 4 bags.
Okay.
What do we got here? What do we throw? Oh, Blackwaters. I
Blackwaters.
love Blackwaters.
I do
I have a
too.
set. So they're mine now until you get 4 questions answered. Question number 1.
Okay.
Question number 1. Besides just the social component, why do you love this game so much? It's so fun. You're here wasting all this time. I'm kidding. Having a fun time. Why do you love cornhole so much, Danielle?
I love the competitiveness. I'm a competitive person.
Were you like in high school, like softball, basketball?
Basketball, volleyball.
So it never left.
No.
The juice is there, right? So how did you first
is.
get into the game then? How you learned to love it so much?
I started playing with my cousin, and I couldn't hit the board, and it's just I have to get better. So I ended up buying boards and just practicing by myself, and then got introduced to ACL director, Chaz Towers.
Got it, okay.
He's my local director, and I told him when he added a backyard division that I would be there.
You're there, yeah.
And he's like, next month. I'm like, okay, I'm there.
Where
and
are
then I
you
was
from?
hooked.
Where's your home state?
I live near Flint, Michigan, Davison.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, with now Chad Hunt, another Black Sheep bag thrower. How you doing, man? Good
How
to
you
see
doing?
you.
You
Let me
too.
see them bags for a minute. They're mine now. You don't get them back unless you get 4 questions. 4 questions. Question number 1. Besides just social aspect, why do you love this crazy game so much? You're here playing this, all these people, you're good at the game. Why do you love this game so much?
Man, it's addictive and it brings a lot of good people together, man. I played in a lot of stuff. I did music growing up, playing sports. This legitimately is the best group of people that I ever played with as a community.
Everyone's friendly, people get along. There's a few rascals, but most
Yeah.
most are chill people, right?
Yeah, most of the time
It's
it just
so
be
fun.
when it's late at night. They done had one too many.
All right, good question. You have one bag back. Okay, back for another 4-bagger question interview with Katie Matthews of Black Sheep Baggers. You're one of the
Hello.
throwers.
Yep,
One of the team
PDC.
members.
PDC.
Awesome. Okay.
First year PDC.
So what are we throwing here? What's your bag of choice today?
This is a red rum. So it's a 4-7.
It's a newer
newer.
newer bag, right? Okay.
Yep.
I need to see the bags. All of them.
Okay.
Okay, they're mine now until you get 4 questions answered.
Okay.
Question number 1. All right.
Okay.
Besides the social component, why do you love this game so much? I mean, it's just the competition. What is it about this game you just love it?
The competition, I've been doing competing in sports at a pretty high level majority of my life, but I'm at a certain age and softball can be very painful.
So you played softball.
So
What
I
else
played
did you play
softball.
before?
I played volleyball, ran track, and I cheered
You
competitively.
look like an athlete. I can tell. I can tell.
Yeah.
So-
So this was something I could do without killing and hurting my body, and I could still compete. I love competing.
Gives you
So-
the rush, the adrenaline of being
Yes,
competitive.
absolutely. Yeah.
And you can probably throw all day. I bet with the throwing motion is pretty similar to a lot of other sports you've done.
Yeah,
So
all day. I'm an outfielder by
Yeah.
trade in softball,
Okay.
but yes, very similar. So yeah.
good answer. Okay.
Yep.
Brian,
Brian
Shrimp.
Cornhole Shrimp.
There you go. Now they say you do more than play cornhole.
I do.
You're a musician.
I am.
What do you do, man? You're like a famous dude.
Yeah, I just record some music. I write my own music and just record it and put it out there and just, it's fun.
What kind of music?
Country rock.
Let's go. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but you love cornhole as well. So
Yeah,
I need your 4 bags.
Okay, 4 bags.
So 4 bags, 4 questions. First question, you get the
Oh.
first bag back, is besides just the social component, why do you love this game so much? You could be singing right now, but you're with making albums and CDs, but you're playing cornhole. Why? What is about the lure of this game that you love so much?
So it's easy for me, and this may sound like a cliche thing, but I literally love to see the bag fly. I just love to see a beautiful bag fly to the hole
Wow.
and go in. It's that simple for me. I love it.
And so it's a little dopamine drop every time you.
It is,
you
man.
say, "Oh,"
Yeah.
It just feels good.
It's
every
like
time.
a golf ball. When
yeah.
you have a good golf
Oh,
ball
man,
hit,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you watch that golf ball soar away. It's just like it gives me that kind of feeling.
All right.
So,
I'm here with another Black Sheep Baggers thrower, Cameron Presley. How you doing? Just
Good.
came off a nice
Good.
win there
Yes, sir.
in the Pro Shootout doubles rounders, right?
Correct.
So what's your record right now?
1-0 so far.
Okay, first
yeah.
game. Okay, all right. So you're feeling good.
Feeling great.
What kind of bags we just got done throwing?
We're throwing the Black Sheep
Ooh,
Costellos.
I got me a set of Costellos too.
Yeah.
I love them. Let me see them bags. Okay, they're mine now until you get 4 questions.
Okay.
Here we go. Question number 1. Besides just the social component, why do you play this game? Why do you love this game so much in this culture of cornhole?
Oh, the competitiveness. Also in how in this new day and age, the kids are
All these youngins.
Yeah, man, they have all the time in the world to get good and just.
It's disgusting.
Yes,
They're like
yes.
12 years old,
Yes.
13, 14,
Right.
just bringing it.
Yeah, and I want to show that.
And you want to kick their butts.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to show that just because you're not young doesn't mean that you don't, have what it takes to be able to compete in this league.
Mr. Trey Ryder, you've got in your hand some Black Sheep Baggers, some red rums.
Okay.
Next to our booth here, so these 4 bags, please. First,
Okay.
question number 1. Besides just the social component, why do you love cornhole so much? Now your dad's a pro, you're on TV and all that, but that aside, why do you just love this game so much?
I would say probably because people tend to love things that they grew up with. Like, for example, I tell the story all the time. Some fathers and sons, they go fishing or they go to football games, they do whatever, but like I grew up doing cornhole and playing cornhole with my dad, so it became like a tradition within my family. So yes, like you said, there's a social component of it, getting to know people, but like it's just it was part of my childhood, and then it was part of me growing up to be an adult, and then it was part of my career now. So it was kind of like just a tradition for me, and that's
Do
part of
you
why I love it.
still play like competitively, locally, like local switches, or when you have some free time? Because you're in it so much, but I've often wondered, does this guy ever have a chance to actually play the game that you talk about? You know the stats and numbers, you know all the players. What about you, the player?
Not a lick. Not a lick. Not a lick. I'm in the HQ, my office, so I brag sometimes to the rest of the people on staff if I get 10 minutes a week to throw. Like that's huge. So
Busy guy.
So I mean, I tried to I'm trying to. I try as much as I can to stay sharp.
But
so
your dad's in the office. Lunch break. Hey, Dad, let's go play a quick game. That doesn't happen.
we actually did that last week, but we don't do it. We don't do it very often. He ends up working kind of a different schedule than me, and so I'm trying to take time to throw a little bit more because I want to stay sharp, right? I mean, I gotta at least pretend like I know what I'm doing in order to talk about it.
All right, good job. Second bag. All right. Besides yourself and like your favorite doubles partner, who's your favorite, we'll say ACL pro to watch, emulate, and why? Like, who's your favorite person to watch?
I'd have to go with Cameron Presley.
Why is that?
Well,
he's a black sheep
thrower.
bagger.
He's a black sheep bagger, and he's one of
What
my
a homer
homies. He's
answer.
one of my homies. So.
He's a good dude,
He's
isn't
original.
he? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his style of play?
He can put him in the hole, and then his style of play is probably go for the shot.
Now,
That
you
airmail
told
drag.
me he's a really good doubles player, right?
Great. He was. He actually last year he averaged. I think it was one of the highest, like in the double in the national event. So it was like, I want to say it's something crazy like 10 point.
Does he live
6'8".
near you? We
He
can
lives
play
in
with him.
Asheville, about an hour and a half from.
So you play with him sometimes here and
we've
there.
actually played in regionals together.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
I would have to say Eric Davis.
That's my answer. He's like a human highlight reel. It's ridiculous.
He's amazing. Like some of the shots that he makes, I'm just in awe.
How does he do this? His brain is in a whole different level. He's just fun to watch.
I need to get
agree.
to his level.
I like that answer. Okay. All right.
Gotta be Jamie Graham, man. Jamie Graham.
Your boy Jamie?
Yeah, he's one of my favorite people in the world, and he's from my area. So, I mean, he's a legend already, and he's still playing.
What is it about his game? He does so many things so well, but is there something that you see in his game like I need to kind of pick that up for my game?
It's his confidence, man. Even when he's down in the game, he still got that, okay, I'm not out of this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can still come back and win this.
So what's your record against him? I got him! Got him!
I done beat him like 4 times. I'm 4-0 against him. 4-0.
I don't believe that. Come on.
Probably 0-4.
0-4, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're working.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
You're on the cornhole journey, baby. You're
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
journey to get him. He's going to get you, Jamie.
Got to start
He's
somewhere.
going to get you. All right, second
Yeah.
question. All right.
Can I get 2?
Give me 2. Okay, we'll go with 2.
Tanner Halbert and Jamie Graham.
Interesting.
Tanner
Why Tanner?
He has one of the prettiest throws, and he is so consistent. He doesn't change anything. He doesn't try to overdo anything. He's just stays in the middle.
Boom,
just
boom, boom.
yeah, simple.
Of
He's
course,
good.
Jamie Graham, like a world champ,
Yeah,
right? So,
yeah.
but why? I mean, is it his demeanor? Is it his
He has
his overall?
every-
He can do it all, or just his patience? Why do you love his game so much?
He has every shot in his arsenal. Like there isn't any shot I don't think I haven't seen Jamie Graham do and do it well.
Yeah.
Between his push, he can do that bar of soap. I don't even know how he does that.
These kids nowadays, he's looking back at the kids going, I got to do what they're doing,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah, but he's,
reverse
you know,
engineering a shot, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Have you played
absolutely.
against Jamie a whole lot?
I missed playing against Jamie by one game at Worlds last year. So it was in co-ed.
It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
Okay,
It's
all right,
coming.
good job.
Yeah.
Devin Harbaugh.
Devin Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Is it his style? Is it his demeanor?
Yeah.
Is this his strategies? What about his game you love?
It's his strategy. He's got
What's he do?
got one of the best strategies. I mean, I played him today in my second game, and he tore me apart because he's such a good. He has everything. He has all the tools. You know, he throws a slow bag, but he has all the tools to clean up the slow bags. He has the blocker.
Will he throw a block at you? Is that how he starts?
Oh, he'll throw
He
two.
loves dirty games.
He will throw 2 blockers. You can throw a blocker behind, and he'll turn the bag over and clean everything up. Like that to me is
That's filthy.
skill.
It's filthy. Yeah.
That
yeah.
is real cornhole
So you love
skill.
Devin?
Yeah, I like Devin,
Awesome.
man.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'm actually a really big fan of Kyle Malone. Kyle Malone out of Florida. I love his calmness. I love his strategy. I love the pace of the game that he plays. I love maybe internally, but externally, he does not look like he gets rattled with
Yeah, he's
anything.
just calm, cool.
Yes,
yeah.
he knows when to hit the shots and when to block, when to do all these strategic moves, and it's really fun to sit back and watch him play.
How long has he been a pro?
To be honest, I'm not sure. If I had to guess, I would say 4 years.
Okay, so
I've been a
he's
pro
got some
4
experience.
years, and I think he's been a pro just about the same time.
There's a couple, right? So I think I'm kind of a historian when it comes to cornhole, so I've always had an affinity for watching James Baldwin. Like back in the day, James Baldwin was the guy that could hit just unbelievable airmails, right? I mean, that was the guy that when he got in the zone, there was nobody in the building that was going to beat him. Nowadays, kind of my taste, or if you will, my ability to look for things that intrigue me is a little bit different. I love watching Eric Davis play. He's got all the different.
I knew it.
I love watching Eric Davis. I really like watching Cheyenne play. I think she's got a really unique game. You know, the way that she can go through blocks, I think, is mesmerizing. I just saw her hit a shot earlier to make it to the broadcast in February. So I'd probably say, and I loved Philip Hayden before he retired. Philip Hayden was one of my favorites to watch. He just always had the energy. He was a good old boy up there, but he's a real smart guy.
In terms of just energy on the court, a guy like Duncan Clemmer or Jordan Power, some of these young guys, Jacob
Trzynski, yep.
They bring so much fun to the broadcast, don't they? Because they're just good TV.
Yeah. Power's that way. Trevor Brooks is that way. Obviously, you mentioned Clemmer. We didn't see a ton of Clemmer this past season,
but the stovepipe still is classic.
It's classic. It's great.
Yeah.
It's an incredible
and
video.
You knew just the right moment what it was called.
Yeah.
This guy does his homework. I mean, the shot was there. He waits to the right moment. He hits this stone cold shot, and you go, that's where he comes from. They call that a stovepipe.
The people from Gastonia and Duncan Clemmer's region call it a stovepipe. That's about as good of a stovepipe as you can get, Duncan Clemmer.
It was like he knew that, like you were just waiting for it.
Yeah, you got to do your homework. But yeah, the energy is key. And you even see players like Trey Birchfield, previously in previous years, no energy whatsoever.
He's been a robot.
But he started to bring a little bit more to it, and it's just, it's part of the game now.
Third question. All right. Besides just slide shot after slide shot, what are some of your favorite practice tips, routines, and strategies when you're out there grinding it out?
I think it's best, me personally, to play by yourself. I've seen myself get a lot better playing and just play Ghost 10 and just tell yourself you cannot miss a bag. And if you can do that and not get out of your groove and not just get lazy.
Ghost 10?
Ghost
I
10.
can barely be Ghost 8. You're killing me, man.
You got to give yourself a challenge.
You're killing me.
Yeah. You can
what
play
about,
Ghost 10.
Do you ever play against yourself, and like you put 4 bags on one side, 4 on the other, and actually keep score against yourself a full game?
I have. I've kept 8 or 2 different sets. I like to just throw the 4, and sometimes I'll hold bags in my hand. Sometimes I'll put them on the board and see, because I kind of switch. I go back and forth where holding or not. I could step, but I personally like staying still. And
okay.
Sometimes I'll set up blocks and work on getting around blocks and pushing. I've been working a lot on airmail shots. My next one is going to be a flop. That's my next shot I'm going to work on. Yeah.
I was talking to Chad. He says try the vandalizers.
I love the vandalizer. I've actually been throwing those more too.
Yeah, he says you can flop those pretty good. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Now I'm getting more into the block and roll. The block and roll.
So first bag block.
First bag block. Make them make the mistake, and then I usually like to roll after that to leave that bag there and generate some more points.
What are you rolling with? What kind of black sheep baggers are you rolling with?
I like to use the vandalize.
You can roll with them pretty good?
Yeah. Okay. They cut and roll pretty good. One of my favorite bags.
You didn't do this before?
No.
This year's your new, like a new skin you're turning over.
This is the first year.
Because you can still go hole for hole if you need to go hole for hole.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you need to pull it out, you'll do blocks.
Yeah, that's how I start out. But if they going hole for hole with me, then you have to switch it up so you don't get beat.
Yeah. Third bag, you get the bag. Okay.
I like a messy board, so I prefer to throw a block. I like to start out with a block and kind of see what they're going to do.
Will you set it down, or do you actually throw the block to work on the block throw?
Both.
You'll do
but
both.
I work on my block throw. Okay. I work on the technique of having it. My throw is definitely a left to right. So when I throw it higher, I need it to cut back.
Okay.
And
you're a right-handed thrower.
I'm a right-handed thrower.
So you kind of a natural reverse.
A natural left to the right.
Okay, interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you like a mighty game. You want to throw the block.
Yep.
Question: do you like the level 1 V block or level 2 V block? Because level 2 V block is kind of nasty.
It's a little tricky.
It's kind of when you see it, like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to face that. But because level 1, you can kind of push it through sometimes.
Yeah, level 1 you can push it through. Level 2 you can almost screw yourself.
You can almost own yourself, right? Yeah.
So
be careful.
You got to be a little tricky on that.
So you practice that a lot.
I do.
Okay.
Yep.
My step out airmail.
The step out airmail.
Step out, outside of the board, step out airmail. It's my thing. I don't know why.
You love to practice that.
I practice it over and over, and also line drive airmails. But that step out airmail has bailed me out of so many bad
Is it when it's
situations.
because the board is so full of bags in front of the hole that a direct airmail just is not the best place? So there's an open angle to the side, so you're going to go to airmail as far as you can.
It just gives me the angle that I like to see, and I throw the bag nose down. A lot of the time I'll do it if there's a bag hanging on the left side. And it'll just nose down.
Because you can grab it,
And just like barrel into that bag. And
so you work on that a lot?
A lot.
Well, honestly, it makes sense because if you can extra a hard shot like that, other shots tend to come easier. Like if I can do that shot, I can grab this other bag or whatever.
Yeah, so a short airmail doing that is a cut shot, is a right to left cut shot. So I also practice that a lot too. And pushes, I practice pushes a lot.
All right, well done.
For me, it's to work on things that I feel like I have holes in my game. So for instance, like the cover up block, like if someone has a level 1 block and just to sit behind, to me, that's one of the harder shots in the game. Just to be able to sit behind someone's bag and make them, make the next move. It's simple, but at the same time, it's something that you run into almost every single round. So it's really, for me, it's if I feel like I have holes in my game, that's my practice strategies is to try to work on the things that I feel like I lack in.
And you'll still just get a lot of bags in. You're still working your slides, your airmails.
Absolutely.
You're getting around your cuts, reverses, and all that kind of stuff.
Definitely, 100%.
Okay.
I'm the worst person to ask about practice routine, right?
Give him the bag, Dan.
I'm not good enough to throw slide shots. But I will say I'm the type of person that when I lose, I actually have some shot making ability still. I can hit some good pushes. I can hit some good airmails. The way you beat me is you just make it a game where you try to slide 12 in every time because I can't do that. I can't throw 12. I can't throw 14 bags in the hole in a row. I just can't do it. So, I'm give me all the fancy shots. I'll take them.
Fourth question: show us your grip and why you do it the way you do.
I like it just to be. I like middle, and I just lay it in the palm of my hand.
So show me both sides here. So you got
just like this. So when I'm going, it just feels, I like it. I like to get quite a bit of resin in my hand. I just like it to be, just be comfortable. I don't do anything crazy. I just lay it in my palm just like this.
So how do you release it?
How do I release it? I usually, if I have 4 sets of bags in my hand, I usually grab the bag from the bottom, and then I'll just kind of get the feel, and then sometimes I may even just kind of, like right before I release, I'll toss it just to get a good grip, and then just kind of like that. Yep.
Awesome, Alex.
Well, thank you for having me.
I guess I'll give him his bags back. You might need these. You got to sell them bags. All right.
We'll get my selling.
Thanks, buddy. Okay.
Thank you.
God bless you.
4 fingers on the bottom. My thumb is on top, and I kind of pull in a little bit
Just
I have a nice firm bag.
A little butterfly.
A little bit, not a big one.
Okay.
That's it.
So hold on to it now. So you guys see this? It's about half. It's pretty tight.
Yeah, I like to hold it a little.
So
I don't like it floppy.
Do you release? Are you a spinner or straight up and flick your fingers?
I kind of use my fingers. I do.
So slow-mo.
Come out and I open up. So I use my fingers, not as much my wrist, I don't think.
When you first started throwing, what was your grip? Besides this?
It was bad.
Besides just doing this business, was that what it was? or a half and half?
I changed it so much over the years. Honestly, I think it was the same, but I think it was just a regular
own it, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, give her 4 bags back.
Thank you.
You're a good sport.
Thank you.
Go get them. Good luck.
Thanks.
God bless you.
I appreciate it.
Most people grip the bag like this. Me personally, I like to put my finger right here. That way I can generate more spin on it, and I feel like I can control it more. When I do it like that right there.
So on the bottom side, you've got 3 right here. I do the same thing. I put a finger, like a little claw finger, right along the seam. So it's not really a butterfly, just a small, nothing noticeable.
Like that right there.
And then how do you release it? And you finish out like that?
Like that, hand flat out front, that way you know the bag's flat and it's going where you pointing at.
Yeah.
So, that's
4 bags, 4 questions, man. All right, man. Go get them, man. Good luck. God bless you. Let's go.
For me, I have a harder throw, so I always have seam out because
Okay.
it comes out flatter for me when I throw. So when I
So your finger, look at this, gang. Your fingers point. Your thumb's pointing at the
Yes.
seam.
Yep.
I just started doing this like 3 weeks ago. I used to throw where I have a little kind of a claw, so I would do this, but it was bugging me too much. So I went away from the seam, and I found myself, same thing,
Yes.
thumb points toward the
Thumb
seam.
points towards the
So you say
seam.
it comes out flatter that
It comes
way.
out flatter for me. I mean, I feel like, and I've helped a couple people, and so when
So
they've done that,
where's your fingers at the bottom?
I'm here and I grip.
So just less than half.
Yep.
All four.
All four.
Underneath.
Yep.
And a slight butterfly.
Yep.
Not just a little one.
But I grip pretty hard. So when
Okay,
I'm
okay,
here,
okay.
so I'm like this. So when I
Yeah.
release, I'm out and it comes out.
Okay, now look at
flat.
your elbow. Look at this again. Slow motion. Slow motion again.
Okay. So
And
here,
your elbow is coming out,
Yep.
and your hand does what?
there,
You just
and I'm here.
like
Everything is here.
Again, I serve the pizza. I said
Yep.
before to some other gang.
Yep.
Serve the pizza.
Serve the pizza.
Vanessa Fillingham taught me that. She's like,
Okay.
Rob, just serve the pizza,
That's
right?
that's what Vanessa. That's good
Yeah,
at
yeah, it's
describing
good,
it.
it's
So
good, yeah.
yeah, it's just serving the pizza, and then
Awesome.
almost a pinky up type. And
If you want to get a little bit of a
if you want a little bit
bit
more
of
of
a kick,
a cut,
yeah.
mhm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How we throwing today? Pretty good.
I'll be throwing tomorrow. So
Okay,
I'll be throwing
okay.
tomorrow for singles, open
Awesome.
singles, 9 a.m.
How much you
So-
love Black Sheep Baggers? Aren't they the best? These guys
Yes,
are awesome.
they're
Yeah.
amazing.
They're awesome.
Yeah, I love them.
Thanks for your time. Go get them.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Thank
shoot
you.
them straight.
All right, thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Yeah, so basically I've got a
Oh,
little
hold on. What do we got? Oh, we got Blackwaters.
Blackwater.
I got a set of Blackwaters. I love them. Yeah, they're
this
good.
is between this and the Red Rum is my favorite bags.
Okay.
But I feel this is the best all condition bag. It can be a fast board. You can throw the Blackwater. It can be a slow board. You can throw the Blackwaters.
Yeah, yeah.
They're going to do what you want them to do.
Great bag.
So
what are you doing here?
I've got a little bit of a hybrid butterfly, I would say. So I get my thumb there in the middle. I make sure the bag's flat in my hand, right? And try to distribute the beads evenly. And this is my grip.
Just show the audience the back. So it's a pretty tight grip, guys.
I'm pinching.
You're pinching pretty. That's a pretty tight fill. And another guy, look at this, guys. Another guy who likes this kind of a claw, grab the seam, corner.
Yeah,
I do
the
the same
seam.
thing, and so do some others. Can't.
And what I've found too is coming down on the seam with my finger, just a little bit, coming down on it.
Okay.
Instead of some players will do this, you know, and have their fingers and just kind of evenly.
I've done that. I didn't like it. It didn't work for me.
It was too inaccurate for me.
Yeah, yeah.
So what I found was, if I come down with my finger a little bit on that seam.
A little bit. You're kind of crossing it just a little bit.
Exactly.
Okay,
yeah.
and it's still got a small butterfly, not much, a little butterfly.
It's a little bit. It's like
Okay.
that's why I say a hybrid butterfly.
Now I'm going to slowly take it out of your hand. You show me what your hand does as you release it. What are you doing with your fingers?
So I'm coming back and then this.
Just like serve the
Vanessa's giving
pizza.
me my
Serve the
spin.
pizza. Serve the pizza.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
serve the pizza.
And what I found is the pinch that helps get that spin too. You can't get that spin just flat fingers.
No, yeah.
Near as much as if you're pinching the material.
The pinch with your thumb.
Yeah, because this
Okay.
is what's, you know, getting caught on that material
Nice,
as you're
nice.
spinning it. So
That's a very. It's not fully unique, but it's kind of unique. It's
Yeah, it's a
got
little
some
unique.
originality to it.
For
some
sure.
nice originality to it. So,
For
yeah,
sure,
it's good.
and it just my rotations. It sped up my rotations by double.
Yeah, awesome.
You know.
Well done. All right, give him his 4 bags back. Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
yeah, thank
God
you.
bless you.
Appreciate
Throw
it.
them straight.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Okay, so my grip is actually very unorthodox.
Okay.
I know there are people who do this, but not many do. But I do the butterfly grip.
Okay, hold real steady. We can see this. So you got. That's interesting. Hold on. You're just grabbing maybe the back fourth of it, and your
Yes.
pinky is quiet.
Right, but
And you got a little butterfly action working
yeah,
here. Okay.
but here's the difference: is that when I grab the bag like this, I grip it like this, but on my backswing, I put the finger
on the seam-ish.
Yes, on the seam, and then when I come back, that pointer finger is my guide.
Does it end up like this when you throw it, when you release it?
Yes. So when I go to release it,
So go.
It's like a flick.
We're going to release it slowly.
Okay.
And I'm going to take it out of your hands, and you show me what your hand does. Okay. Here it comes. Watch. So just like that. You finish
it's like
just
a flick.
that.
It's
Just
a
little
finger flick. Yes, sir. And a lot of people use their palm. Maybe they keep it under and release like that. For me, my pointer finger is my guide. That's my pointer. That's
I've
where.
gone to the same kind of grip. I used
Yeah.
to do half and half. I went to the old butterfly, and it
Right.
just wasn't working. So I start going with the finger right here as well. I got 3
Yeah.
underneath.
Oh.
I kind of get a nice Logan Chamberlain feel, grab it,
yeah.
and then I got, right, and I just kind of, almost like skipping a rock.
Right.
I'm not skipping a rock, but it's that feel of just
Exactly.
the flick, and it just,
Exactly. And for me,
This is awesome.
It's more of
Yeah,
a it's
yeah.
more of a feel kind of thing for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
You know, it's something that's really hard to sit here and explain, but like it's something that if I throw, it's more I can show you. You know, but it's a feel, and I just know that my pointer finger is the release point, and that's the guide.
how long have you had that grip where it's been that way you described to me?
I would say about 3 years.
3 years.
I
Wow,
started off
okay.
with your typical maybe like grip like this, where you put these.
Now that's a Noah Wooten style
Yes.
grip. Noah grabs just like the left fourth or left third of it.
Correct.
It's really tight.
Yeah, but there's a local legend, I'll call him, that is in my area that showed me the pointer finger grip, and I kind of picked it up from him.
Yeah.
And ever since I practiced that, it worked for me,
Hey,
and I've stuck
I'm
with it
part
ever
of the
since.
club. I love it, man. Let's
Yeah,
go.
thank you so
Hey,
much.
man. All right, thanks a lot, man, for joining us here in the
Yeah.
Cornhole Journey.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
You bet.
Yeah, so I used to, I kind of, in my career, went through like 3 different grips.
Your career?
Yeah.
You got a career at this.
Yeah, So I used to grip kind of like this, where it was more front heavy of the bag.
Okay, so we got about half here, and then, okay.
And then a couple years ago, when I started to, practice a little bit again, after I became kind of on staff, I saw all these people throwing these rolls and everything, and one of the grips that was really popular and still is popular today is a butterfly grip. So I changed my grip to more of a butterfly grip. So I, pinch it here. I'm holding a little bit less
It's
actually.
about a third of the bag.
Yeah, a little bit less.
Yeah.
I was pinching it here, and I was throwing a lot of natural cuts with my bag,
Okay.
and that because I kind of changed my angle because I was trying to see how are all these kids doing all these different roll bags, and
Yeah.
I found that it's cool. I know how to throw it. I don't like to throw it, right? I don't like to throw that kind of angle. I'm not as consistent, even though I'm not
Consistent,
consistent
yeah.
anyway. And so I found myself giving almost like a modified combination of those 2 different styles. So now my grip is here. As you can see, it kind of has remnants of a butterfly here.
A little bit there, yeah.
Little bit,
Yep,
but
yep,
it's
yep,
more, I'm more grabbing more beads, and it's naturally just creating that little gap. And so I really focused a lot on my
So
wrist.
when you release it, I'm going to take it out of your hands. Show me what your fingers are doing.
so I would go there.
So you finish like almost
an open palm every time.
Kind of like almost just like here you go.
Yeah, if I were to throw it, it's
just like that.
every time.
Fingers up.
Fingers up. I use a lot.
Okay.
A lot of my grip and a lot of my release, and when I let go of the bag, a little bit in the wrist, a lot in my finger. Because literally, you'll see me if I'm playing. I do a lot of this, whereas a lot of people will put a lot in the wrist, but me, I get a lot of spin just from my fingertips because when I hold a corner, I actually rotate my fingers underneath the bag.
This is important, gang. This is important. So
I rotate there.
Some people will take their whole arm and spin it. You're more of a fingers.
Right. It's there for
Yes,
me. A lot of that for
that's
me.
good.
Now, again,
Okay.
I'm not an expert, but
But
that
you've
is
seen enough to know
I've seen
what
enough.
works. Yeah.
And I know that's what I have to do,
Okay.
right? And I play my best when I can spin the bag fast
Yeah.
and I can throw it hard. I
Yeah.
grew up
Yeah,
playing cornhole in the old days where it was suede and you had to get that bag up there, right?
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
when I get back to my roots doing that, I always ask people ask me, what's your favorite bag to throw? And I always tell them, give me the slowest bag you have,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
the better I play is the more when I can throw it on a line, I can use my fingers, I can use my wrist, I can get a
Love it.
hard spin on it, line drive.
You'll be back in the pros in no time.
No.
You are a pro on the stream. We love you. You are the man, the voice of ACL. So thanks for your time today. Appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Okay,
Thanks.
God bless.
Tell them we ain't taking no days off. Days off, taking no days off.